Hi, this is Anne. Today I'm just going to make a beginner's friendly video. The color, I'm going to paint a little bit of trees here on this long piece of superwood that I primed with my white. I'm going to use, I think, a blue and a green. And I'm going to use a red and maybe a touch of yellow and a white. And maybe I'm going to use these two colors in here as well, the turquoise and the yellow, but it's just going to be a pop of color there. My main colors, my main colors is going to be my blue, green, and red. And then white and black or Payne's grey is always in the mix. I'm going to use this silicone scraper. You can use a palette knife or two. You can use a brush. Use what you've got. You can even use a credit card to do this that I'm going to do now. Old one preferably. So and if you put out your paint, make sure it's in a big palette, because I know I'm going to struggle with this because it's too small for me, but I'm too lazy to get another one now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my light blues on top, and then I will just see. I think I'm going to start with a light blue, and then I'm going to go into my greens, and then maybe I will see here if I put a little bit of yellow here in front, and then I'm going to make some red trees. So without further ado, I'm just going to take a little bit of my blue and my turquoise, and I'm just going to go horizontal at this stage, and I'm just going to cover this area with my turquoise. I picking up the yellow and the white with the turquoise and the white without mixing. You can mix it on your palette as much as you like, and then I'm going to go into my darker greens because I want it to be the backdrop of my trees at the back. You've always got these atmospheric shadows in between a pot of flowers, or at the back of, I'm going to make a few trees here at the back of the trees or whatever. So you can always make it darker at the back of the trees. The trees is going to come in front to give you that atmospheric shadows. And then in front, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take maybe a little bit of my, still got a little bit of yellow here on my palette, and I just think I'm going to put a little bit of my yellow here in front. This one is actually a little bit dark, but let's do it. And you even can put a little bit of white in there just to make it a little bit more opaque. Some of the colors are very transparent, you must remember that, and some of the colors are opaque, so you must, but the craft paints usually you struggle with transparency, so just make sure. But if you use your better acrylics, usually the cadmiums and all those colors are opaque, but you can easily see that if you put it on top of something, it will cover it. If it doesn't cover the thing underneath, then you know it's transparent or semi-transparent or whatever. Remember, if you want to highlight your red, if you use white, it's going to turn to pink. So you must highlight it with your orange, cadmium orange, or your yellows or stuff like that. So this is still a little bit wet, but I'm going to pick up this red. It's a lot more thicker than these ones that I've put at the back. So I've picked up a little bit of my red, and I'm just going to use my brush like this, my silicone brush, up and down, and I'm going to make some of them higher. I'm just going to dab it like this. I don't mind if it goes into another color at the back. Make some of them higher and some of them lower, and you know that they're not the same height. And you can overlap some of them. Maybe go off the canvas here. And then you can maybe take a little bit of your yellow and decide which tree is in front. Maybe like this one, but you can see that yellow is not very nice. I don't actually like to use the craft paints too much because they don't cover like they should, you know, like the acrylics do. And then you can just make yourself some stems, but you can take a black for that or a white. I'm just going to use my small round brush for that. Just wipe this clear and you can just wash it afterwards. I am going to wait for this to get a little bit drier, then I'm going to put a lighter yellow maybe on top of this. I will just see. Now I've always got a bamboo skewer. You can use that to make, you see my paint has already gone dry there at the back, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But I'm going to take my white on my small round brush and I'm going to put it flat, and I'm just going to make some stems here at the back. You can branch them out a little bit. You can even bring some of them more into the foreground and some of them more to the back. You can see I've picked up a little bit of my white with my red, but I don't worry about that. It just adds to the shadows for me and stuff like that. And it's sometimes little happy accidents, like Bob Ross always said. And I'm a firm believer of that. Sometimes before you go and change everything, just check, and maybe you're going to be happy with it when they dried. Or sometimes we're in the beginning and still now, you sometimes paint that away, and then afterwards when you watch the video you can see, oh no, I should have left that, but then it's too late. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quickly, still a little bit wet, I just want to put a little bit of my lighter yellow. You can see this is much lighter than this one. Oh, let me just open that. I'm not going to do all of the trees, I'm just going to do some of them a little bit lighter. The ones that overlaps the ones at the back maybe or so. I actually don't like the yellow that much, but let's see when it's dried. I think I want to put a little bit more red into that one, but I'm just going to quickly let it dry a little bit, and then I'll come and put a little bit more red on top of this one. That you can see that one it's toned in a little bit, into the reds, but this one is too bright for me. Okay, so I've got a little bit of red here. I think what can look also nice here is your orange into these colors of yours. But what did I say? Orange, yeah. I think that's enough. I'm not going to worry too much further. I can maybe just put a touch more in that tree there. Now you see, that's what I said about don't try and go back if you like it, because I like that and now I feel I destroyed it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my yellow into that again, and just highlight here on the side a little bit more. And I think I must stop now. I just want to show you as well that you can do with this bamboo skewer if you are. That also works nice is if you maybe draw in a few branches in some of them. So this is always, I like a bamboo skewer. You can do so much with it. It's one of my favorite tools. If you've maybe gone too far, you can just take this and just cover up a piece again here and there. But for the sake of this video, I must stop now and I'm finished. I will let it dry before I take a photo to show you how it looks, because you can see it's very wet still everywhere. And I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'm going to do a few in different colors for you, so that you can see maybe one with a brush and so on. And if you want me to explore more with this, I will also do that for you. Just ask me in the comments and feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate it if you leave a comment and you tell me if it helped you. And I will definitely see you next time. You must have a lovely day. Take care.